let's say for this trick, I take the deck and I give it a little shuffle, just like this. And let's say I give the deck a few cuts as well. After I have done that, I would ask the spectator to go ahead and name a number out loud between 10 and 20. Let's say they name 12. So I would deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After we have done that, I would have the spectator go ahead and with their pile, deal the pile into two piles just like this until they are all out of cards. So they would take the pile and they would go ahead and they would do it just like this. And I would have them turn over the top card on each pile, just like this. So now I would ask for a number out loud, and let's say we do this between 1 and 10. So let's say number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can take the black ace and place him in and put the rest of the deck on top. And let's say the spectator says another number out loud. And let's say that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the ace in and the rest of the pile on top. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look for the ace with a card face to face with it, just like this. Now, you can see that you could have said any number, okay, and you would have had all these cards. But you said the numbers you did, and you happen to land with the ace of clubs, the ace of spades, and with the ace of diamonds, the ace of hearts. So, that is going to be the trick for today. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. And before I actually go over it, in case you're wondering about the deck I'm using real quick, these are going to be the Blue Tally Ho cards, okay? These are actually circle back, and I don't think I have a review on these, but if you would like me to do a deck review on these, just leave a comment down below and I will go ahead and make that deck review for you. But this is the deck I'm gonna be using for today. So, there is a setup to this, but I am gonna show you a few ways you can do this impromptu. So, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take out any four of a kind. In this case, I took out the aces, but you don't have to use the aces. And once you have your four of a kind, you're gonna separate them. So you're gonna have one black and one red, and one black and one red. Okay, now it doesn't matter how the colors are, if it's red and black, black and red, or if it's black and red, black and red. It doesn't matter. You just want one black and one red, one black and one red. So, you're going to go ahead and take your deck, and this can be a totally mixed up deck, okay? You can even have missing cards. You're going to go ahead and place both of your cards on top. So, that black and that red, it doesn't matter the order, once again. And you're going to place the other red and black cards on the bottom. And now you are all set to start off the trick. So, starting right off, you can go ahead and really do any false shuffles and false cuts you would like. Now, what I did was a riffle shuffle and another false cut, okay? And I will leave the riffle shuffle tutorial down below and a few of my false cut tutorials down below as well, okay? So you can check those out there. But you just want to keep the two aces on the top and the two aces on the bottom. So after you have done that, you're ready to start. So you can ask the spectator to name a number out loud, and I like to do between 10 and 20, but you can really do whatever you want. Just don't do 1 or 3 or 5. So you would probably want to do a number range. So like 10 to 20, 10 to 30. Let's say the spectator names number 15. So you're going to deal in one pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. After you have done that, you're going to have the spectator take this pile you dealt, and you're going to explain to them that they're going to be dealing the pile into two piles just like this. So, when the spectator goes ahead and they start dealing into two piles, they're going to be so distracted. Here's the only move you're going to do. You're going to go to the bottom and take whatever that bottom card is and move it to the top. So now you have one of your cards on top and one of your cards on the bottom. Now you don't have to remember this card, but you do want to note the color and remember it. In this case, black. So they can go ahead and they're going to deal these into two piles. And this is when you can go ahead and take that bottom card and move it to the top, and then also note the bottom card. So, after the spectator has dealt two piles, they can go ahead and turn over the top card on both piles. And you know the black is on the bottom, so you're going to start with the black ace first. So you're going to ask them for a number. Now, this is when I do between 1 and 10. If you want to, you could do between 5 and 10, 10 and 20. It really doesn't matter. So let's say the spectator names number 7. You're going to deal 7. And that different card you're going to do the second time is going to go down first, okay? So we have 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to take that black ace, place it in, and this other black ace right here is going to go on top. Now, you're going to now have that red ace on the bottom. So you want them to name another number, but you don't want them to go underneath the black ace. So they have this big pile on top for a number. So let's say they name number 10, so you can deal. Now this is going to be a different card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that red ace in and the rest of the deck on top. You can take these two piles and put them aside. And now when you spread through the deck here, you're going to go to that first ace and take the card on top of it. Not the card underneath, okay, but the card on top of it. So it's going to cover up that ace right here. Put that down. Spread through and take out that other ace with that card on top of it and put those down. And now you can set these aside and you can actually show the rest of the deck if you would actually like to. And show that they could have named any number and they could have had any one of these cards. But they named these two cards, and they have the black ace with the black ace and the red ace with the red ace. So that's one way you can do this effect, and that's actually the original way I learned. So I hope you really like that. I'm going to go ahead and show you two more ways you can go about this, and then that will be the video. So, you can actually do this from a shuffled impromptu deck. You just want to know what four of a kind is in the deck. So if this is borrowed, just look through and know what four of a kind you have. So let's say we have the king, okay? You can go through and after the deck is shuffled, in the action of actually showing them all of the cards are different, you can go ahead and you can call the four kings to the top. Now, I've talked about the call a lot on this channel, but you can go ahead and actually do that. So let's see if I can do this right. So just like showing that all the cards are different, you have the four kings on top. And that was in the action of calling. And I will leave my tutorial for the call down below if you would like to learn that. After you have called all four kings to the top, you can go ahead and get a break underneath the top two kings, okay? So you can either push off the top four cards, have your index finger on the second card, square these together and put your pinky in, holding your break, and you can double undercut this way, or you can go ahead and do a pinky count like this, and then you can do your double undercut. Any way you want to do it, you want one red and one black on the bottom, and then one red and one black on top. And I will leave my tutorial for the pinky count down below too. And one more way you could actually go about this, it's going to be a little different, okay? Because you're not going to be finding four cards, but you could have some helper cards, okay? So let's say you have the four kings here. You're going to have two selections, and you're going to control one on top and one on the bottom. So let's say we have the 8 of hearts and the 6 of spades. You could go ahead and you can place both of these on top, do any false cut you want, and then you can grab your break and double undercut, and that will leave the 8 of hearts on top and the 6 of spades on the bottom. And if you do want to learn some card controls, I will link those down below as well. So let me go over this way real quick, and then I'll go over the original way one more time. So now, with these cards on the top and the bottom, all you're going to do is start dealing, and they're going to call out stop, okay? Or they can deal and stop. So let's say right here, they place one of your helper cards in, and the rest of the deck goes on top. So now that second helper card is on the bottom. So now when they deal once again, you want them to go ahead and stop dealing before that second card, okay? So let's say right here, the king goes down, the rest of the deck on top, you can spread through and you can show them the king is going to be face to face with a face down card, and the king will be face to face with a face down card here. They could have had any one of these, but they stopped right here at the 6 of spades and the 8 of hearts. So that's a really nice way you can do this impromptu. So let me go over the first way one more time, and then that will be the video for today. Okay, because that one move you're going to want to do, then the trick will work. So let's just say we go ahead and we use for a 4 of a kind, the 3s. Okay, so let's say we have one black on the bottom, we have a red on top, we can have a red on the bottom, and a black on top. Perfect. So you can do any false shuffles, false cuts you want, and I will actually leave these face up just so you can see how this works. So you can see the 3s here, then we have the 3s here. So let's say they name number between 10 and 20. Let's go with 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. So let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Plus, the guy on my shirt, Abe Lincoln, was the 16th president also, so let's go with 16 here. After you have done that, you're going to go ahead and with your deck, explain to the spectator that they're going to start dealing 2 piles. And once they go ahead and they start dealing 2 piles, all you're going to do is go ahead and move the bottom card right to the top of the deck, and remember the color of the next card on the bottom. In this case, it's going to be red. So they can deal 2 piles like this. And after they've done this, you can have them name another number out loud between, let's say, 1 and 10. Let's go with 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to deal 6 from the top, and you know that red card is on the bottom. So you're going to take this red 3. Don't make it look like you're gonna use the red 3 first. Should make it look completely random, okay? That you're just gonna use one of these. Don't make it look like you have to use the red 3 first, if that makes sense, because you don't want them to get suspicious. Just look at the 2 and be like, let's just go ahead and throw the 3 right there and put the rest of the deck on top. And now that other 3's on the bottom. So hopefully that made sense, but it's real simple. So they're going to name another number. And let's say they go ahead and name 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can put the 3 in, the rest on top, and now you can go ahead and gather up the 2 piles. You're going to spread through, and you're going to go to the 3 with the card on top of it, okay? So this almost confused me for a second. So let's say right here, we go through. You're going to go the card on top, okay? So essentially, the card on top is going to cover up the 3, not the card on the bottom, okay? So right here, and then the card right here. And then you can go ahead and show that they had all of these options, but they said the numbers they did, and they just so happened to land at the 3 of diamonds and the 3 of clubs. So that was the trick for today. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to enter the giveaway if you have any active subscriber of this channel. And don't forget to enter the shout out giveaway if you would like your YouTube to be shouted out, your Instagram, anything like that. Okay, I'll leave both of those videos down below. Make sure to get your entries in before Saturday at 11:59 p.m. at midnight, and I will see you guys next time for a new video. Bye.